Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Robert Cunningham, and I'm going to be making a presentation. I'd like to talk to you about PPE and your safety and how important it is. But before we start, I'd like to take a moment of silence in remembrance and reflection of all those men and women that have lost their lives in the workplace. Thank you. OSHA. OSHA reports that prior to their existence, there was 50 people dying every day in America due to workplace accidents. Since their conception and their requirements and their growth through the industry, that number has significantly dropped to 15. NIOSH, the National Institute on Occupational Safety and Health, reports that the highest percentage of those people that are having fatalities on the job are between the ages of 45 and 54. The next highest is 35 to 44. I was quite surprised when I read that. We're not talking young, inexperienced people straight from high school, trade school, or college. We're talking people that have been in industry for 15 to 35 years. They're in the prime of their careers, some of them on the cusp of retirement. So is it through a lack of training? Is it through a lack of not knowing? Or are they taking shortcuts? Or are they so sure they've done it 100 times that they can do it 101 times? Are they that good? Or are they just lucky? We wear our PPE because it's our armor. It's our best defense against injury. Hazards are out there on the job that you just cannot eliminate. You got to go to a pole top. There's no way we can bring the pole to the ground. You've got to work in the air. You can't engineer it away. So what do you need for PPE? What do you do when you go in the air? You need a fall harness. Jose Martinez, on January 22nd of this year, while removing a tree, fell out of his bucket. How do you fall out of a bucket? Did he have his fall harness on? If he did he have it tied off? I think we can speak obviously that he wasn't tied off. To fall out of a bucket to his death, he cut a corner, he didn't follow procedure, and his family lost him forever. So our PPE, is it our armor just for ourselves? Is it just to protect us? Or does it go a step further and protect our families against the loss of us? Think of how your families would be. How would they be tomorrow if you weren't here? How would it affect your sons, your daughters, your mothers, your fathers? Think of everything that you've planned. Think of everything that you've done. And you're no longer here. The hard hat doesn't fit right. I don't like it. It's over in the truck. It's only going to take me 5 minutes. I'm not going to wear it. I'm only going up to prune that tree real quick, says Jose, and falls to his death. Safety glasses. I just won't wear them. It's only going to take me a minute. Lose an eye. A vest. High visibility vest for the roadside. You'd think they'd be able to see those big trucks, the lights flashing, boom in the air, big as life. But people still get killed on the side of the road. We need to remember that our whole existence with PPE is because somebody died. 375 people have been killed on the job since September of last year. 375. Out of those 375, who thought that morning when they got up that they were not going to go home that night to their families? How many of them said, I'm coming in and that's it. I'm not going to go home tonight. Well, 375 families in this country are grieving today. Our experienced people are at the highest risk. The people that are building this country and building the structures that are going to last for hundreds of years, and they're still dying. We need to evaluate our own work habits. Are we wearing our PPE? Are we evaluating the jobs? Are we looking at the hazards that are out there? Remember those men and women that have lost their lives because the PPE you're wearing, they paid for with their life. Thank you. Have a good day and a safe one.
Thank you, Robert.